Hello everyone, Bill here again. In my next installment here of job hunting tips, I'm going to talk about something that is both very useful and practical, but it's also a level of risk to this. A lot of people are well known about the stigma of Craigslist and some of the horror stories that came out of Craigslist. Well, the thing is that there is a positive side to this. On Craigslist, on pretty much any city you go to, there's a very long list of jobs. Over and over again, companies, temp agencies, just virtually everything really, they have postings for jobs. As a matter of fact, the job that I have now, I found through Craigslist. And the thing is that companies will post this over and over again. Temp agencies will post this over and over again on Craigslist. It is a place to find work. And the thing is that it is literally endless. Virtually every city has, if you go to Craigslist, if you know anything about Craigslist, it's divided up into cities. And each one of the cities will have, the exact identical, front page view and then, whatever. Now, I live near a major city, so I really had to go through the city and then through the subdivision of the cities where they divide it up like a pizza pie. If you're familiar with Craigslist, you know how that works. And I just found my job, again, the job that I have now, that way. Now, what you do is that you just simply read the posting and then move forward from that if you really want to do that job. Now, the thing, though, is that again and again and again, what it is that a lot of times the temp agencies, and I have a video on that, please do check that out. Okay, a lot of temp agencies will recruit their new employees through this medium. So if you're already signed up with this temp agency, you might want to just simply contact the temp agency and say, hey, I saw the job posting for X, please consider me for the job. But the thing is that if you, find, and it's just an independent, Joe Schmo, I have a shop, I'm starting up a new company, I can't go through a temp agency, it's just a job, fine, do that. And again, what you could do is you could send a message, but again, I'm going to stress it one more time, okay, if you send your resume to whatever posting you're doing through Craigslist, it must be in a PDF form. So that's all I'm going to say about that. Now, one thing that I found extremely quickly in my job hunting is that it literally changes daily. Okay, what I got in the habit of doing was I checked it twice a day, every day. I would check it like in the afternoon. I would check it in the morning, and then I would check it in the late afternoon. Many times, if all of a sudden the employee goes like, thank you, I quit, goodbye, then they need a new employee right away, they'll post it like at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and then you'll see it at 5 o'clock or something like that. So I would highly recommend that if you do try to find a job this way, check at least twice a day. I know that sounds kind of repetitive or, like overkill, but that's just the way it works. Now, what you want to do, though, is if you want to stay where you live, you check the local cities. And again, I live in a major metropolitan area, so, I had to really look through where each one of the postings are, because in where I live, some of the postings, they were, 50 miles away from where I live. It's a little bit of a drive, but that's the way it is. Now, here's kind of a funny thing. Despite what I just said, over and over again, I actually would check at the nearby city postings. Again, if you're familiar with Craigslist, Craigslist is divided up into cities. I checked a city that was literally 60 miles from where I live, but yet when I checked their job postings, every now and then, not often, there was a job posting for a city that was literally only 10 miles away from where I lived. So what you really want to do is go to Craigslist, choose where you live, and then like that. Now, if you're willing to relocate, then you just pick the city where you'd like to relocate and just move forward from that. So I would, again, to just wrap this up, use Craigslist as a place to find a job. Again, if you apply, if you send your resume, send it via PDF, and then again, just check the local cities where you live. But again, only if you're really willing to make the drive can you do this. And just that, be cautious, because again, many temp agencies use Craigslist to find new employees that way. So thank you very much, and please check out the rest of my videos here on my channel and see you all next time.